So today we have day 2 of the Patriots versus Packers joint practice. And so I want to go through and sort of show what went down today from all the different beat reporters, Packers and Patriots beat reporters. And before I get into the specifics, overall from all these different beat reporters, it seems that while yesterday the Packers won the day and sort of had the upper hand against the Patriots, it looked like today the Patriots, on the other hand, had the upper hand. Also, too, it looks like there were, I think, people said 7 or 8 different little scuffles and fights, and one Patriots guy got kicked out. So a pretty physical day today for both of these teams in Green Bay in this joint practice. Starting off here, we have Chad Graff says, not sure what changed with the Patriots offense overnight, but this is the best I've seen them look since moving here a year ago. They just torched Green Bay's defense, both in a full field drill and red zone period. So yesterday, the Packers defense did really well. Today, it seems as if that was not the case. Andy Herman says a helmet just went flying. We've got people in the pile kicking. This has been fight number 6. So that's a lot of fights going down today. And then here from Andy Herman says Clark and Bakhtiari back practicing, as is Tariq Carpenter. Still no Ballantyne, Stokes, Gaines, Goodson, Nichols, Campbell, Caleb Jones, Bo Melton, Tenuta, and Tyler Davis. So that's good to see that Bakhtiari is there. He's been obviously on and off most of this training camp. And then Kenny Clark, who had a slight back injury, I believe it was, is back. So it doesn't seem like his injury is super serious. Then here from Paul Brettel, Packers starting offense in 11 versus 11. Bakhtiari left tackle, Jenkins left guard, Myers center, Runyon right guard, Zach Tom right tackle. And that's what it looks like the starting offense is going to be once the season gets started. That's what's, I think, it most likely. And then we have Watson and Dobbs at receiver, Dillon and Jones at running back, Musgrave at tight end, and Love at QB. Then Paul Brettel, Owens and Savage at safety. I believe yesterday Tarvarius Moore was starting alongside Savage, so it looks like the Packers have been flipping in and out the guys who are starting with Savage, which sort of makes me think that they're still not sold on who may start with Savage. And then it says Enagbare after a really good Wednesday, starting with Preston Smith at edge, McDuffie at linebacker with Campbell out. Then here from Ryan Wood, didn't take long to get chippy today. A.J. Dillon took a dive up the middle, came out the other side, but a scrum erupted behind him, pushing, jawing, ended quickly, something to keep an eye on though. Then Ryan Wood says, now Malik Heath and Marcus Jones getting into it. Packers and Patriots practiced nice for a day. And then Ryan Wood again, and now Henry Pearson's helmet just popped off. He wasn't happy. Patriots coaches pulling entire defense into the field, telling them to knock it off. And then Andy Herman says, and for 4 times out of 5 plays, a fight breaks out. Aaron Jones is getting physical. So that tells you all you need to know. High tension right now. Then Ryan Wood, Jordan Love versus Patriots defense in opening period, working first downs, 3 for 4, 14 yards. Check downs to Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, and an out route to Romeo Dobbs. So a fine start by Love. And I think it is good that he's willing to take these check downs. He seems to not make too many, terrible decisions. He's willing to check it down when things aren't open deep a lot of the time. Then Andy Herman, Love Watson, touchdown, first play of red zone. Watson won clean, perfect throw from 10. So that connection continues to build. Then Andrew Callahan, Devontae Parker catches a touchdown against Jair Alexander 2 snaps after Kendrick Bourne scored. Patriots starting receivers are on fire to start practice. So one of the best corners in the league in Jair is seemingly got beat a few times today for a touchdown. The Patriots offense playing much better today. Then Andy Herman, 2 straight pass breakups for the Pats defense following the Watson touchdown. Love rolls right. Great protection by Bakhtiari. Tried to find Aguara, but he was covered well and complete. Love throws a pick to 23, trying to get it to Musgrave. Tight coverage by Pats here in red zone. So Love with an interception there. And then Matt Schneidman, Packers number 1 offense, ran 6 plays from the 12, 9, 7, 5, 4, and 3 against Patriots D. Jordan Love threw touchdowns to Christian Watson, I think which we already covered, on first and 6th play, 4 incompletions in between, including a pick, which we already just covered, in the back of the end zone on a pass intended for Musgrave. And then here's where the player gets thrown out. So Rob Domofsky says, Patriots linebacker Anthony Jennings just got thrown out of practice. He went after Keyshawn Banks and sent him to the ground. Pat sideline asking why the second guy gets thrown out. So things clearly getting chippy. Yesterday, none of that really seemed to happen. Whereas, last week against the Bengals, there was that huge scrum that went down with Elton Jenkins and a few different guys. And so I was wondering if that would happen again, and it seems that the second day, things definitely got heated. Then here from Wes Hodquist, Kenny Clark looks good, had some pressures today. He and Slayton covered for a sack. Jones didn't get a throw off. And then Jair is doing all first team reps today too. So yesterday, Jair was not taking place in those team reps because I think it was a slight foot injury, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Then Andy Herman, Love incomplete to Toure. Patriots intensity much higher than the Packers. Packers getting outplayed right now. So Patriots more intensity. Then Andy Herman, Love throws a late ball rolling right back to his left. Should have been picked. Couple bad decisions from 10 today. So yesterday, Love seemed to have a more solid day than he did have today. A couple picks, a couple not great decisions. Then Ryan Wood, Packers starting offensive line. The one you're probably going to see against Chicago has held up well against Patriots defensive front. The third offensive line very much is not. Alex Magoo running all over the place. So that's good that our starting line looking good. Backups, third line, not as good. Andy Herman, 2-minute drill, down 7, ball and own 25, a minute 42 timeouts. And Love immediately throws a pick. Tried to fit a ball in between cover 2. Corner made a leaping, juggling interception. So there we have again, Love, interception. I think it was 2 today. Maybe it was more, but it was at least 2 today. And then Wes Hodquist, 3 straight pass attempts to Musgrave in the 2 minutes now. And the Musgrave has been very involved with this Packers team. I mean, pretty much since training camp started. Also in the preseason game as well. And especially too with Tyler Davis with a torn ACL. Musgrave already was going to get a ton of looks this year just because of the lack of depth in the tight end room. But the Packers are really feeding him a lot this camp. Then Ryan Wood, Patriots QB Mac Jones hit Devontae Parker for a roughly 45-yard touchdown over Rasul Douglas down the left sideline on their 2-minute drill. So if you're a Patriots fan, it seems today was a much better day. Offense looking good. Mac Jones playing well. And then Matt Schneidman, Packers offense lost first 2-minute drill when Marcus Jones picked off Jordan Love looking for Samori Toure. On right sideline on the first play, Packers got another try and made it from Owen 25 to New England 18. But Musgrave dropped pass in end zone on 4th down with Green Bay down 28-21. So there's been a few different days where Musgrave has dropped passes. I don't think it's something to be super concerned about. I mean, we've seen guys struggle at times in preseasons catching balls, and hopefully he can get it cleaned up as a young player. Then Ryan Wood, Sean Clifford might just work miracles. A de facto Hail Mary from 21, 4 seconds left. Clifford chucks it into end zone. It's deflected, rolls off past defenders, back while lying on the field, and Packers wide receiver Cody Kress catches football off ricochet. That's one way to score a touchdown. So Clifford, he seems to have that, fearlessness, which I guess can be good at times. Clearly, this could have easily been an interception. The ball bounced the right way, and the Packers scored a touchdown. And then Andy Herman, Bailey Zappi leads the Patriots right down the field for a touchdown against the Packers, 2s. Not great for the Packers. And then Andy Herman says, player of the day, the Patriots. So clearly, today was not the Packers' day. Yesterday was the Packers' day. So both teams sort of splitting it seems. And then Bill Huber, and that's it for joint practices. Patriots were better than the better team today. So pretty much every reporter seems to come away with the same conclusion. The Patriots had a better day. Then Chad Graff, the Patriots just finished their best practice of 2023. After the Packers were better on day 1 of joint practices, the Patriots were definitely better today. The offense was really good, though had some O-line issues, and the defense dominated. So I'm curious to see what happens in this preseason game because both teams seem to have solid days, and so we'll see who comes out on top on Saturday evening, which should be fun to see. And then Andy Herman says the difference in energy by the two sidelines is striking right now. Pat's lively. Packers look like they got punched in the mouth hard. So I think that's something we've seen from this Packers team at times in the past couple of years where the defense doesn't really have that physicality or intensity that some other defenses like the 49ers have. It's not that we haven't seen it as well, but something today that Andy Herman noted is that the Packers seem to have less intensity than the Patriots. So hopefully they can get all that cleaned up. But that is pretty much it for the updates for today's practice. If you want to stay up to date with all things Packers, feel free to subscribe. I also have a newsletter where I share other Packers things there from time to time, which is linked in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.